Hi, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is Momentum, Mr. Jones. I welcome you this Sunday to this week's debate, and I'm going to keep it short because I've got so much to do. And I just thought, let me just make use of this time because I haven't got much of it. Okay, so um, what came to mind today is the question: do the Basques really want to be saved? Do they even want to be saved? Um, so basically, my biggest frustration nowadays is that we're seeing the collapse of a civilization. We're seeing the collapse of a race, an identity, a blood pool, a gene pool, of purity, one of the purest in Europe, um, and all the rest you know. So I don't want to repeat it. Mm, Yet, my biggest frustration, as I said before, is nobody's even talking about it. I mean, one thing is that we don't expect the politicians to even acknowledge what the people on ground zero clearly know is up and clearly wrong and detrimental to us in every way. Our health, our economy, our minds, our social structure, everything that we've known and taken for granted till now. Let's move on. So, um, nobody's talking about it. You try to get close to people, you try and touch on these subjects. Everybody does everything in their power to dodge it. And then, what's even worse to me is this sickness that's going on among European populations, where what I perceive to be white guilt. You know what I mean? Like, or white guilt. What I'm referring to is, these immigrants less fortunate than us, so we have to give a little what we have so that they can have. And I, I mean, it just sounds like they've been brainwashed into saying that. I don't even really believe that. Like, we are being invaded, and everything that we've known is being dashed and kicked to the curb and turned into trash. Our cities are burning, like, literally. And that's all you can come out with. It just sounds like a script to me. It just sounds like something that they've been brainwashed from school to say. And that's their way of avoiding the hard talk. This is, am I going crazy? Listen, guys, I know the ship is going down. Or it's been going down for years. Now it's for real, okay? This is not metaphorically, this is literally. There's no escape now. The most intelligent people are going to acknowledge what's going on, make their money, and move out into the countryside. Those are what the intelligent, rich, wealthy Basques are doing. That's what they've done, okay? What you'll find is that the trash, the poor Basques, the poor people that can't escape, they're still here. Okay. I want to keep this video short. So yeah. So another of my biggest, most hurtful, painful, deep inside disappointments is the Basques have forgotten how unique and how special they are. And everything that's special about them, they've just forgotten, or they've been taught to not speak about that anymore like they used to, because that it comes across as superior, or it comes across as in them saying that they're better than the rest. And I can testify that it has never been about that. When I'm comparing to the past till now, one of the things that drew me to this place was the fact that these people knew who they were, and they weren't apologetic about it. Okay, and now you're seeing, people apologizing. They don't know who they are anymore because I don't know who's dumber, the older generation that knew but acting like they don't know now, or they've been silenced. Do you know what I mean? Or ashamed that they're not speaking what they knew to be right before. And the younger generation, well, oh my gosh, what I mean, when I'm saying the younger generation, I mean 30 downwards. If I could tell you what a disaster, if I could tell you the disaster is goes so deep, I can't even talk about it in one video. But anyway, that's global, that's worldwide anyway, especially in the Western world. So um, what they're failing to see is, let's just keep it real. One of the most beautiful, gorgeous races in Europe. I mean, if you see these features on these people, the eyes, the nose, the smile, the teeth, the skin, oh my gosh, the height. Listen, these people had it all and still have it if they wake up and acknowledge it and decide to use it to benefit them, if they decide to appreciate and treasure it, if they decide to recognize it like they used to and use it to benefit them, we whatever, they could come up again. And it wouldn't be easy because it would have to mean breaking chains and breaking the bondage, not only from Europe, but of Spain itself. So I'm not saying it wouldn't be easy, but these Basque people, when they're for real, they're for real. Okay, okay. So yeah, um, these people just, oh my gosh, just the beautiful hair and these people are white and they've got it going on. Their purity, like you can it still comes through even though there's been some mixing going on and some diluting going on. What they have, their features, their that Basque way, that charm, that smile, that class, that that kind of um I don't know what the word is. It's, oh my gosh, the word is um no, it's not entitled, but like they just know that they're special, you know what I mean, and it's not something that they're ah, they just know it, do you know what I mean, and that just shines through. That's the best I can explain it, and that's the way it should be as far as I'm concerned. um and yeah, but they've forgotten that. They've been shamed. They've been shamed. They've been, silenced in a way. Um, and yeah, there's probably not much more to say apart from the fact that they now have become so. They've become. I mean, not everybody, but this just this kind of like I don't know if it's after 2020 crisis. I don't know, but you've seen this, you know, this kind of docileness, this kind of like, this kind of fear where there's nobody attempting to be different or speak out or do something outrageous or to do something to rebel like the Catalonians, you know what I mean? It's like even the Catalonians are winning, you know what I mean? And it's like the Basque, you know what I mean? They'd be kind of like, it's like their borders have been cut off. Now it seems so weird, like they've become so selfish and isolated, like now it's on about the girlfriend getting their dick sucked. um you know where to find them in a bar. I mean, they're just drunks, just pathetic loser weak drunks. It's so sad. It's just so sad to see this. It's such a disaster. It's just, oh my gosh, to watch this just go down like this. I mean, so quickly. Just the conversations, you hear their conversations. It's just sickening and pathetic to the point where you're just like, I was envious and jealous of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I so desperately wanted to be a part of that. And also, it's like, it's, I mean, what else can I say? It just becomes so egocentric, so selfish. And, you know, now they're taking those, I don't know what you call it, amphetamines, or you know what I mean? The ones that those bodybuilders use to get the buff body and the buff ass, you know what I mean? And now they're thinking they're all that. And now they think, now we've got all the stores like Pull and Bear and, Louis Vuitton and, you know what I mean? Like, Michael Kors. Now we've got all those stores. Now they're thinking they're all that. Do you know what I mean? When the rest of the world, had that, like 50 years ago. And it's like, oh my gosh, I expected so much more. What happened? What went wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is too painful to watch. It's just so sad. You know what I mean? And the older people are, I mean, the parents did such a bad job. It's such a disaster. The schools, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the schools just, oh my gosh, the schools failed. We know that was intentional. Uh, we know that was intentional. We know that the intention was to break and divide and just pollute the Basque society to the point where this is the result. We've got a selfish, mediocre, uh, just narrow-minded people that could have been great, but we've just conformed for a drink, a blowjob, and I guess to get that degree, which I said they leave school not being, or university not being better than when they, no better, actually worse than when they left. Because you know what they're teaching those kids in the university, in those schools, don't you? Say no more. So basically, I think that's all I have to say for now, because if I go on, this video will go on for an hour, because it's not that I haven't got more to say, it's that I'm just trying to keep on point, and I'm just trying to keep my promise of what the video was about, and just understanding where to leave it. So anyway, I need more material for my next videos, so please, so support me by subscribing and pressing on like, and please engage in the comments if you feel that you would like to react to anything that I've said, especially if it's touched you. And even if you disagree, I would love to hear disagreements, because that's also engagement. I just love engagement. I will respond to your comments. So yeah, expect you to be as brave as me and speak out. Okay, so take care of yourself, everybody. Wishing you a lovely week. Let's try to do better this week. Let's try and fight for our beloved Basque country. Take care of yourselves. Love you lots. Bye. And I'm doing it just for you.